It's Friday the 29th of November 2019 and I'm at Chorleywood to do a short walk along the Chiltern Heritage Trail. I've walked along Shire Lane from the station and I'm now joining the route of Chiltern Heritage Trail, which comes in from that road on the right and it goes along the road ahead. Chiltern Way also follows the same route. The first Chiltern Heritage Trail sign of the day and Chiltern Way, as you can see, and we continue along Old Shire Lane down there. Continuing along Old Shire Lane, there's been a great deal of rain recently, so this walk could be pretty wet, although it's only short. The track has now become unsurfaced, and as you can see it's pretty wet, and we're following the edge of Phillips Hill Wood. There's a view of Phillips Hill Wood, which we're following the edge of. Continuing along the muddy track with Phillips Hill Wood over to the right. Later the path becomes narrower, still following the edge of Phillips Hill Wood. Next the path veers into the edge of the woodland. Still heading along the descending track along the edge of this woodland. It's a beautiful day for a change. At this point the track veers sharply left, but Chiltern Heritage Trail continues and then into the wood along this path. Still following Chiltern Way as well as Chiltern Heritage Trail. Now following the path with a fence on the left, and despite how it may look, it's extremely slippery and muddy. It might not look too bad, but it's very slippery. Continuing along the path, which is now fenced on both sides. Beautiful sunlit woodland over to the left. Now heading uphill on a fenced path, which in its lower reaches was very muddy. It's a bit better now. More great woodland over to the right. And there's the path. We emerge into this field. I'm trying to shield from the sun, you can see there. Shield the sun away, I'm pointing right into it. We emerge into this field and follow the hedge on the right. We come to this road and take the path ahead. And on the other side of the road, a string of signposts confirm our route, which is up there. The path is hedged and it's not too muddy. We're heading for another road, I think. I'll just say it's the continuing hedged path. We come to another road, cross it and take the gate ahead, or the path ahead, go through the gate. The gate leads onto this narrow enclosed path. Confirmation, we're on Chiltern Heritage Trail and we're now going to go across this field. I'm going to go through another gate across there. The path continuing in the next field after the one shown in the last clip. We're now heading down towards a main road along this narrow path with a fence on the left. We now have to cross this main road and take the path opposite. We now follow the footpath ahead. The church you can see in the distance is on the edge of Chalfont St Giles. At this point, as you can see, just after crossing a footbridge on the outskirts of Chalfont St Giles, Chiltern Heritage Trail leaves the route of Chiltern Way. I'm going to turn left. Chiltern Way bears to the right and straight on into Chalfont St Giles. So we're heading towards Chalfont St Peter now along Chiltern Heritage Trail. Chiltern Heritage Trail follows this wide hedge track, and it looks like the walk into Chalfont St Peter is going to be walking into the sun. Later the path is more open. I'm walking directly into the sun. We're actually following the South Bucks Way long distance footpath as well as Chiltern Heritage Trail here. Now in an open field, heading towards Chalfont St Peter. I'm trying to shade the sun. The path is now enclosed again. We're now passing tennis courts on this path. The walk now crosses this sports ground. Now following this path beside allotments, rapidly approaching the end of the walk now. Now in Chalfont St Peter, and there's a view of the church. You continue along this road. Now at the bus stop at the marketplace in Chalfont St Peter, and the end of today's walk along Chiltern Heritage Trail.